This is the Roulette Master, and I cannot wait to share with you the incredible new down the middle we go roulette system by one of my subscribers, Michael. He says you will consistently win money with this in the casino. I cannot wait to share it with you, and this is going to be a great one. We're going to put this one up against Play Like a Pro in a head-to-head matchup. Let's go ahead and get started with Play Like a Pro first, and here we go. Let's place the bets. We have two black numbers in a row, so we can start with red for $10. We could have started with even as well. And again, that is because we need two to bet against, and we could have chose either of those options. And that's a 27 red. All right, that's a win. So we need a new bet, and let's see what we have here. So the last two numbers are both odd, so let's choose even for 10. And what that does is it gives us a two-head start in the progression with Play Like a Pro. And here we go. Let's see what we get. That's a 5 red. And if we lose, all we do is we double the bet. So now we'll have 20 on even instead of 10. Let's go ahead and spin. Here we go, and let's see what we get here next. That is an 8 black. And that's a win, so it's time to find a new bet. Every time you win, we're up $20. And let's go ahead and place a $10 bet on 19 to 36. And that's because the last two numbers are low, and we're getting a two-head start in the progression by starting high. And that's a 31 black. That's a win. Fantastic. So we're already up $30. Let's find a new bet. We'll bet on red since the last two are black. Again, giving us a two-head start in the progression. And here we go. That is a 3 red. And a win again. So now all of a sudden we're up $40. I use this in the casino a lot. Let's start with even since the last two are odd and spin again. And basically if it normally took 7 or 8 in a row to bust, you would have two more. So instead of 8, you'd have 10. Chances to bust. If it was 8, if you were doing 7, it'd be 9. And there's a win, so we're already up $50. And let's spin without betting for the first time. And that's because we don't have 2 in a row out of those 6 outside bets. That's odd, even, red, black, 1 to 18, and 19 to 36. But now we have two high numbers, 19 to 36. So we start on 1 to 18. We're currently up $50, and let's spin. We're 2 minutes in out of 15. With Play Like a Pro, and that's a 25 red. That is a loss. Let's go ahead and double the bet on 1 to 18 and spin. And as we get in here further along, you're going to notice how important it is to have that two-head start in the progression, because now we're getting some losses. And the cool thing about this is, and let's go ahead and double from 20 to 40, is that once you get a win, you pick up all the money that you've lost, plus you add profit. And that's a 32 red. And now you're seeing the importance of Play Like a Pro, because now we're going to double here. We're going to go to $80. But if we didn't have that two-head start, we'd be at $320 already, and we'd only have a couple chances left. But since we're using Play Like a Pro, we have plenty of time to get that win. We won 80 there. We're up 60 total. And let's start with odd now. And the last 3 are even instead of 2. That's even better if you have a 3-head start. And we're 3 minutes in out of 15 with Play Like a Pro. That's a 22 black. And that's a loss. Let's go ahead and double the bet from 10 to 20 on odd. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 34 red. Another loss. Let's go ahead and double. Now we have a $40 bet on odd here. There we go. And we got it. That's a 17 black. Fantastic. So we're currently up 70, and we need to spin without betting for the first time in a while. Occasionally you have to do that, and that's okay. But it doesn't happen too much because you have six of those. 1 to 18, even, red, black, odd, or 19 to 36. Looks like we need to do it one more time, though, because we still don't have 2 to bet against. Here we go. That's a 31 black. Now we have 2 high numbers, so we can start 1 to 18 for 10. Here we go. Let's go ahead and spin. Excuse me. All right, that's a 20 black. It's a loss. Let's go ahead and double. Okay, now we have 20 on 1 to 18. That's a 19 red. It's another loss. Let's go ahead and double. Now we're at a $40 bet on 1 to 18. All right, here we go. Been having some allergies the last few days, guys. I don't know if you're experiencing that where you're at. But let's go ahead and double again after that loss. $80 total bet now. All right, here we go. That's a 25 red. All right, that's a loss. Let's go ahead and double. And we're at 160 total now, but the great thing about Play Like a Pro is if we were not using Play Like a Pro, we'd be really high in the bets right now. But we got the win at 160. We're up 80, and let's go ahead and spin without betting. Let's find 2 to bet against. All right, here we go. That's a 3 red. Let's see what we have. We have 2 low numbers now. Let's go 19 to 36 for 10 and spin. All right, here we go. That is a 29 black, and that's a win. Fantastic. So every time we win, we're picking up $10. We're up 90 now, and we can go even since the last 2 are odd. Let's go ahead and spin on even here and see what we get. And we got it. That's a 30 red. Okay, so we're up 100. Let's go 1 to 18 for 10 now. The last 2 are 19 to 36, so we go the other way. And we have 2 to bet against. That's a 17 black, and that's a win. Now all of a sudden you can see we're up 110. And again, I use this a lot in the casino, and I feel like it gives me a little bit of an edge, and hope you guys like it as well. That's a 2 black. So now we can bet on red or 19 to 36. Let's go ahead and bet on red for 10 and spin. Here we go. We're 6 minutes and 20 seconds in out of 15, and that's 11 black. Okay, that's a loss. So let's go ahead and double the bet. And as you get further up in this progression, you're going to notice how important the Play Like a Pro is. And when I get a zero when I'm using Play Like a Pro, I do not increase the bet. I take a small loss. So we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and stay at 20 and take a $10 loss. And that's a 1 red. Okay, we got it. But that didn't hurt us hardly any. We're still up 100. And the reason I do that, and let's go ahead and spin without betting. The reason I do that is because almost every time you bust with a system like this, there's always green numbers involved. And I like to get rid of the possibility of that happening. So let's go even for 10 since the last 2 are odd. And I don't know if you guys feel that way or not, but every time I have a really long losing progression, there's zeros in there. So I try to eliminate that. Let's go ahead and find another bet. Let's spin again. We don't have 2 to bet against. And here we go. And that's a 27 red. Okay, now we can go black for 10. And if you have patience, you can do more than 2. You can do up to 5. You can wait for 5 in a row before you start if you want to. It just takes longer to win, but if that makes you win more, then have at it. Let's go ahead and spin again without betting. We're up 120. We don't have 2 to bet against currently. And we're 8 minutes in out of 15. That's a 13 black. Okay, so now we can go either 19 to 36 or red. Let's go red for 10. Here we go. All right, let's see what we get. That's a 2 black. And that's a loss. Let's go ahead and double. Okay, now we have a $20 bet on red. And we're 8 minutes, 20 seconds in out of 15. That's a 28 black, and this isn't going good right off the bat, but that's why we have a 2 head start. So let's double again. Now we're at $40 on red. Here we go. And we got it. That's a 12 red. Fantastic. So now we can go odd because the last 3 are even, which is even better than 2. We're up 130. Again, when you get the win, not only do you get everything you lost back, but additional profit. That's a 5 red. And that's another win. It's fantastic. We're up 140. We'll be on black or 19 to 36. Let's go ahead and do 19 to 36 this time. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a win here on 19 to 36. And we did. That's a 30 red. Fantastic. All right. So we're up 150. We can go, I guess black's the only one we can choose right now. So let's start it back over again. And we have a 3 head start here. And there's a win. 6 black. I like it. Okay. So we're up 160. We need to spin without betting for the first time in a while, and we're 9.5 minutes in out of 15. Let's see what we get here. That is a 35 black. Okay, so we can go red now for 10. The last two are black, and here we go. All right, that is a 29 black, and that's a loss. So we'll go ahead and double. It's a good thing we have our 2 head start. Now we have a $20 bet on red here. We're 10 minutes in out of 15. And that's a loss with 11 black. So let's go ahead and double the bet again. So we're at 40 right now. If we weren't using Play Like a Pro, we'd already be at 160. So that's a big deal because we lost again. So now if we weren't using Play Like a Pro, and we're going to double to 80, if we weren't using Play Like a Pro now, we'd be at $320 bet already. So here we go. That's an 8 black. And also, too, if we weren't using Play Like a Pro, this would be our last attempt right here. But we're going to have many more attempts because we use Play Like a Pro. We're at the 160 level, but again, we'd be at the 620 level if we were not doing this. So we would have lost our entire bankroll if we were not using Play Like a Pro. But instead, we have 2 more chances. So we're going to double to 320. Now we have 2 more chances to hit red, and we'll get all of our money back plus make profit. And we didn't win, but we still have 1 more chance. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're at 640. This is our last chance because this is a $1,300 bankroll system. So this will be our last chance, but you don't know how many times I've hit it on the last attempt. And without Play Like a Pro, we wouldn't have even had an attempt on that 22 black there. So let's go ahead and spin. And I think we're going to get a red number and win. Let's see if we do. Look at that, 34 red. Without Play Like a Pro, we would have never had that opportunity. And we're up 170 now. Let's go ahead and bet on odd. And you can see we lasted through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 8 or I think 9 in a row black there with Play Like a Pro. So that's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and bet on odd for 10. And the last 2 are even. Here we go. That's an 18 red. That's a loss. Let's go ahead and double. And you can see we got all the money we lost plus profit back. And that's great. So here we go. That's a 28 black. Another loss. Let's go ahead and double. Okay, now we're at 40 on odd. And let's see if we can get an odd number here. And we did. That's 11 black. Fantastic. So that puts us up 180, and we'll be on red for 10. Last 2 are black, we're going red. And 12.5 minutes in out of 15. That is a 28 black, and that's a loss. Let's go ahead and double. Now we'll have a $20 bet on red here. Come on, red. It's another loss, 31 black. So let's go ahead and double again. We'll have a $40 bet on red now. But even with the $40 level, if we weren't doing Play Like a Pro, we'd be at the 160 level. But it didn't matter there because we got the win. And we're up 190. And let's go 1 to 18 now. And there's actually 3 in a row, 19 to 36. So that's great. We have a 3 head start on this one. And here we go. Let's say 14 red. And that's a win. So now we can go black for 10. And we're up $200. Let's go ahead and spin again here with Play Like a Pro, and make sure you stick around for the new system of the day coming up from Michael. It looks fantastic. And let's go ahead and double on black for 20. All right, here we go. Okay, that's an 8 black. Okay, that's a win. So we're up $210 now. Let's bet on odds since the last 3 are even, so we get a 3 head start. That's great. And here we go. That's a 3 red. Another win. Now our profit's up to 220, and we can go 19 to 36 since the last 2 are 1 to 18. We have about a minute left with Play Like a Pro before the new system of the day, and that's a 32 red. And that's another win. So we're up 230. Let's go ahead and go black now since the last 2 are red, and see what we get here. And that's a 10 black. Fantastic. Okay, so we're up 240 with Play Like a Pro, and we can go odd for 10. Here we go. Last two are even. We go odd, get a 2-head start. And that's a 0. And again, I do not increase when I hit 0 with Play Like a Pro. So I'm going to leave it right there on odd for 10. And you don't know how many times that's saved me because, like I said, almost always when you bust, there's a 0 in there. But we got the win anyway, and time just expired. So we made $240 of profit with Play Like a Pro in 15 minutes. Let me know what you guys think of this down in the comments, whether you like it, don't like it. Either way, share in the comments, and that really helps everyone in the community out. But now it is time for the new roulette system of the day from Michael. I cannot wait to share this one with you. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, get started, and see how much money we can make in the next 15 minutes. All right, the time is finally here for the new Down the Middle We Go roulette system by Michael. Let's go ahead and place the bets, and I'll show you everything you need to know to make money like he's doing in the casino. Here we go. So we're going to have a $10 bet on the Double Street 4-9. Hey, we're going to have a $10 bet on the Double Street 28-33. And then we're going to have a $10 bet on 16-21 Double Street. And then we're going to have a $5 bet on second 12, a $5 bet on second column. That's a $40 total bet. And then let's go ahead and spin. I'm going to share with you everything you need to know. The timer is set. And let's see how much money we can make. Here we go. That is a 7 red. That's a $20 win. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and just rebet and spin again. We're going to keep the bets the same. Here we go. And that's a 2 black. Okay, and that's a $25 loss. So Michael says if you go negative with the profit, you're going to go ahead and double. But there's more to it than that, which I'm going to share with you here in a minute. This is not a system that resets at session profit or anything like that. Let's see what we get here. And that's another loss. So since we are down, we're down 85. We're going to double again. We're going to be at 160 total bet now. And that's a $2,000 bankroll system. You can also do this with a $400 bankroll and then just adjust the, divide everything by 5 basically on the bet. So let's go ahead and double one more time. We'll be at 320 now. And let's go ahead and spin. We had a lot of losses to start here, but let's see if we can get a win. That's a 20 black. That's a $400 win. Wow. So we went from being way down to up $155. Let's reset back to the original bet, which again is $40. That's 5 on the second column, 5 on the second 12, and then 10, 10, and 10 on the double streets. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. All right. So we're not resetting at session profit with this one, though, and I'll go through that more here in a minute. And but this is one you want to cash out when you're at an amount that you're happy with. We're up 190 already. Let's just rebet and spin. You can see, obviously, we want to hit the second 12 and the second column, but the double streets are pretty big as well, and that's a nice $35 win. We're up 225 now. All right, let's go ahead and spin. And there's aspects to this that keep it much safer than other systems that try to squeeze out more and more profit all the time, and I'm going to show you how that works. There's a nice $35 win, and we're up 260. And let's keep the bets the same. Again, the double streets have 10, the column and the second 12 have 5. And that's a loss. So we're up 220. Since we're up, we're not going to double the bet. So here we go. However, Michael says when you get up an amount that you're happy with, definitely cash out. But we're not going to increase on these losses when we're in profit. So we're up 240. We're just going to keep it the same and spin again. We're 3 minutes in out of 15, but there will be times when you have to increase. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And there's another loss, but we're not going to increase. We're up $200. We're doing well. We're going to keep the bets the same. And here we go. That's a 15 black. Okay, that's another loss, but we're not going to increase. We're up 175. We're going to keep the bets at 40. And here we go. That's a 23 red. And that's a $10 loss. So let's check that last one out there. And I think that's because we missed the double street. However, we did hit the second 12 and the second column, but those only have 5 on them. So keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and spin. And obviously those the ones on the double streets have the most money on them. So those are ideal, especially if you hit in the second column with one of the double streets. So let's go ahead and spin again here. And we're 4 minutes in out of 15. And here we go. That's a 6 black. That's a nice $20 win, and we're up 185. You can see the 6 black hit the double street up there, and just by doing that made good money. So let's go ahead and spin again. We're at base level $40. We're not going to keep increasing like other systems unless we have to, and that's a 26 black. That's a $25 loss there, and we're up 160. Let's rebet and spin. We're not going to raise the bets yet, and here we go. That's a 16 red. Ooh, that's a nice $35 win. And we're up 195 now. Let's spin again. We hit the double street there and the second 12. And that's a 22 black. That's a $25 loss, but not a total loss. We're still up 170, and we'll spin again at base level $40. And there will be a time when we have to increase bets, but we're not going to do that right now. And that's a nice $20 win. So if you hit a double street, you're definitely in business. We're up 190. Let's go ahead and spin again. And those 3 double streets have 18 numbers, so you have a good chance of hitting one of them. There's another $20 win. Fantastic. So we're up 210. We're going to rebet and spin. But if you can hit the double street in the middle, and you hit one of the numbers that are covered with the second 12 and the second column, boy, that's fantastic. So the 1720 are obviously amazing. And here we go. That's a 24 black. It's a $25 loss, but just a partial loss. We're up 185. We're going to keep the bets at 40 right now. I'll let you know when it's time to increase. And that's a 25 red. And that's a full loss there. So let's go ahead. And since we're still in profit, we're up 145. We're not going to increase. And we're 6 minutes in out of 15. It's a 16 red. That's a nice $35 win. We're up 180. Let's go ahead and spin again. Let's hit some more double streets. With 18 of them, you have a good chance of hitting one. And every time you hit one, that's a good win. That's an 8 black. There's another one right there. That's a $35 win. And the reason that one paid a little bit more is because the 8 is in the second column as well, which is nice. So obviously the 5-8 and the 2932 are pretty awesome, as well as obviously the 1720 are the best. But those are pretty darn good as well. And we're almost 7 minutes in out of 15. But down the middle we go, roulette by Michael, and that is a 00. So we're going to definitely keep the bet the same because we're still up 175. Let's go ahead and spin again here. We're 7 minutes in out of 15. That's a 32 red, and that's a really good one. That's a $35 win. We're up 210. Let's rebet and spin, and here we go. And I'm going to share with you when it's time to increase those bets. And for right now, we're just making profit, and that's another really good one. Again, $35 win. We're up 245, and that's because the 29, the 32, the 5, and the 8 are also really good numbers to hit because you hit second column and double street together, and that's a 1 red. That's a total loss, but we're still in profit. We're up 205, so we just stay at the base level of $40 and spin again here. That's a 12 red. That's another total loss. So back-to-back total losses. We're up 165, but we're not going to increase yet. We're 8 minutes in out of 15. Still plenty of time left to go on a nice run. And man, look at that. 0. That's 3 back-to-back full losses, which drops us down to 125. And I accidentally took one of the bets off there. Let's go ahead and spin again at base level 40. We're not going to increase. That's a 2 black. That's a $25 partial loss. We're up 100. Let's rebet and spin. And coming up here shortly, we might be having to increase bets, so make sure you stick around for that. And that's a 15 black. That's another partial loss. We're only up 75 now. Man, this has been a really bad run. But since we're not increasing bets during this bad run, we're okay. And that's a 10 black. Man, we've had all kinds of bad losses. We're only up 35 now. And we're about to the point where we're going to have to start increasing bets again. But that's a 32 red. That's a good one. We'll take a $35 win any time of the day, and we're up 70 right now. Let's spin again. I would love a 17 or a 20 right now, and let's see what we get. That's a 4 black. That's a $20 win. Okay, we'll take that. We're up 90. Let's see if we can get a run of wins here, just like we had a run of total losses there for a while. That's a 24 black. And that's a $25 loss, but doesn't hurt us too bad. We're still up 65. Let's rebet and spin. We're 9.5 minutes in out of 15. And that's a 28 black. That's a nice $20 win. We'll take it. We're up 85. Let's spin again here. And 9 minutes, 45 seconds in out of 15. That is a 7 red. That's a nice $20 win. So lots of losses, but now coming back, we're up 105. And here we go. That's there it is, 20 black. That's a nice $50 win. And we're up 155. And I tell you what, if you get the bets high and you hit one of those, boy, it is huge. And I'm going to show you when to increase bets either way coming up here. And that's another nice one, 14 red. Well, actually, I'm sorry, 14 red is a $10 loss, and that's because you do hit second 12 and second column. However, you missed the double street. So let's check that again. We're up 145. Let's spin again at 40. We're 10.5 minutes in out of 15. And that's a 6 black. That's a nice $20 win. We'll take it. We're up 165. We're coming back nicely after those really bad spins, and here we go. That is a 4 black, and that's a win. We'll take as many of these $20 wins as we can get. We're up 185 now. It's nice to see a system that we don't have to increase bets all the time, and we can consistently stay ahead. That's pretty awesome. That's a 7 red, and there's another $20 win. So just like we had a bunch of bad ones in a row, now we're having good ones. We're up 205, and things are starting to turn around for us. We're 11 minutes, 15 seconds in out of 15. And that's a 19 red. That's a nice $35 win. So we're up 240. You can see the 19. We won the double street and the second 12, and that's why that was so good. So let's go ahead and spin. We're 11.5 minutes in out of 15. Ooh, that's a 0 there. So let's go ahead and keep the bet the same, and that's again because we're up 200. We're not going to push the issue with this one unless we need to, and again, I'll share all that with you coming up here. That's a 23 red. That's a loss, though. That's a $10 loss. That won't hurt us bad. We're up 190. We got some of the bets won there, but we lost a little bit, but that won't hurt us. That's a 10 black. Now that's a full loss there, but we're still up 150. So we're just going to rebet and spin, and you might see here in a minute when I need to increase bets. Either way, I'm going to share it with you. That's a 15 black. It's another $25 loss. We're up 125. Let's rebet and spin here. We're 12.5 minutes in out of 15. That's a 35 black. Okay, that's another $25 loss. We're up 100 now. All right, let's rebet and spin. This is definitely one that cycles, but I like how it's not as risky. You're not increasing the bets very much, and that's a 25 red. Ooh, that's another total loss. So all of a sudden now we're only up $60, and you might be seeing the increase of bets here in a minute. That's a 9 red. Okay, that's a $20 win. We're up 80. Let's rebet and spin. It's amazing that we haven't been in trouble without increasing the bets hardly at all. And that's a 34 red. And that's a total loss. So all of a sudden now we're only up $40. If we lose this one, we won't be in profit anymore. And that is a 35 black. And then that's a loss. So for the first time in a while, we're not in profit, so we're going to double the bet from 40 to 80, and here we go. That's a 14 red, but I think that actually is a $20 loss on this one. So a lot of the systems I play, that's a winner. But let's go ahead and we'll rebet and spin again at 80 here. And I'll show you when we need to increase the bets again. That's a 27 red. Now we need to increase again. So we're going to double the bet from 80 to 160 and spin. Here we go. We have 1 minute left with this one. And let's see if we can turn it around. We did so good for so long. And that's another total loss. We need to double again. So we're at 320 now. Let's spin again. That's a 35 black, and I believe that's another loss. Yes, it is. So we'll have to double again. And let's go ahead and spin. And we're not going to go over the 640 level. That's a 23 red. That's a 160 loss, but we're going to stay right here. We're just going to rebet and spin again at this level. And that's 11 black. That's a $400 loss. Wow. It's a good thing we have a $2,000 bankroll. Let's go ahead and spin again here. That's a 10 black. That's another total loss. So you can see we only have... Actually, I don't even think we have enough to place another bet. We only have about $350 left, and the time just expired. So, boy, this one did fantastic for the entire 14 minute out of 15 minutes. But then in the last minute, we ended up going from way up to almost losing our bankroll. Man, I want you guys to test this one out and let me know what you guys think. Because, man, we could have, obviously, if you were playing in the casino, you would have cashed out when we were up a lot. And anybody would, but we were playing for the full 15 minutes, and boy, it did great until the last minute. So let me know what you guys get when you test this on your simulator. You can use Roulette Royale on Apple or Android or whatever you want to use, but use it and let me know how it does in the comments, because everyone else in the community wants to see how you did. So let them know whether you like it, don't like it, and what your results were. And it really helps people decide if this is one they might want to take to the casino or not. So, because Michael's been doing very well with this, that could have just been a fluke there in the last minute. And, let everybody know what you think about this one. That's what it's all about. And remember to send your roulette systems to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. And I pick a new one every single day of the week. So please send those in. I love seeing them every day. And remember, 7 a.m. Central Time every single day of the week. We'll roll out a new strategy, and let me know what you think about each and every one of them. That's a lot of fun for me. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and thank you, Michael, for sending this one in. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.